in the sports page with the Orlando Sentinel and FM 96.9 The Game's Mike the Bulldog Bianchi.
On JRR.
Good morning, Bulldog.
Good morning, gents. The sports page brought to you by Don Mealy Chevrolet out there in Claremont. Nobody does trucks like Don Mealy, where they are celebrating their 50th anniversary here in Central Florida. Happy anniversary, Don Mealy Chevrolet.
Hey, dog, I sent Don Mealy actually Don Mealy at the jingle of all of us singing for him the other day. He got a kick out of it.
Bulldog, do you want to begin with the non-football related material, which there's plenty of that as well?
Absolutely. Let's start the Orlando Pride. All right. They are still their last regular season game was this weekend. It was a draw. They now advance into the playoffs. They'll have a home match next weekend against Seattle. They're the 4 seed. World Series. Wow. Did you guys watch that Saturday night?
I did.
I was up watching college football late, and I was flipping between the World Series and the Tennessee college football game. And man, what a game. Will Smith hits a home run in the 11th inning, and Dodgers end up winning. They win the last 2 games in Toronto. Dodgers win the game 5-4. People are saying this might be the greatest World Series of our lifetime. Game 7, obviously. It was incredible to watch.
It was the most memorable one I could think of.
Yeah, it was definitely, it was great. I mean, with the extra innings affairs, and it delivered on all levels, man.
Absolutely. Man, poor Denny Hamlin yesterday looked like he was about to win his first NASCAR championship. Of course, he's been one of the great drivers on the circuit, never won a title. He's leading with 3 laps left. He's got it wrapped up. Then the caution flag comes out. Billy Byron gets a flat tire, hits the wall, brings out the caution flag, and my man Kyle Larson ends up winning in overtime, beats Denny Hamlin. I was actually rooting for Denny Hamlin to win this, even though I picked Kyle Larson. I mean, Denny Hamlin was just emotional afterwards. He was consoling his crying daughters on pit road. I think everybody was rooting for Denny Hamlin. Coming into the race, he even said that this was probably the last time his father, who's dying of cancer, would get a chance to see him race. It was, I wanted to see him win.
That would have been something, too, to have the driver who currently is embroiled in a lawsuit with his own team. With NASCAR winning their championship.
Yeah, absolutely. I didn't even think about that, but you're right. Is the F1 desk open, or is it closed?
It's closed up. We'll be back next weekend.
Magic throttled the Wizards on Saturday for their 2nd consecutive victory, so it's good to see the Magic getting back on the winning track. Have we handled all the non-football?
Lightning won yesterday at Utah 4-2.
Lightning win 4-2 Utah. All right, let's go to football. Let's start with Saturday. What happened to your Miami Hurricanes?
As pissed as I am, I have said since the start of the season that SMU is going to be a problem because of Rhett Lashley and all the Miami crew that he brought with him out to Dallas. And
SMU's a good team.
That combined with the unforced errors that the Hurricanes continue to commit with all the penalties, they deserve to lose.
You should have seen Pat's reaction on Saturday afternoon. We were out. Holy cow. You could have fried an egg on his head.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, they lose 26-20. Carson Beck throws an interception right at the goal line in overtime, which pretty much assured SMU was going to win it because SMU got the ball back. All they needed to do was kick a field goal, but they scored a touchdown instead. And SMU beats Miami. Miami, I guess they're still on the playoff.
Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely.
Yeah, good point. Florida State, they blow out. They get off the schneid. They blow out Wake Forest 42-7. They'd lost 4 straight games. Gators put up a fight just like I thought they would, but they end up losing to Georgia 24-20. And UCF, I don't know what happened to them at Baylor. It was their worst game of the year. They get blown out 30-3. to a Baylor team that was struggling. UCF's offense looked absolutely horrible in that game. Other college football
I read your piece, by the way, on the total rebuilding situation that it's beyond what anybody thinks for Scott Frost.
Yeah. And, it was never going to be a 1-year fix. There's a reason Gus Malzahn took the Gus bus out of town and left his $12 million buyout on the table. Speaking of buyouts, Auburn fired Hugh Freeze yesterday after he lost to Kentucky on Saturday. By the way, Freeze is getting a $15.8 million buyout. His predecessor, Brian Harsin, he got a $15.3 million buyout. His predecessor, Gus Malzahn at Auburn, got a $20.1 million buyout. So Auburn has spent $53.2 million in buyouts on its last three coaches.
You know something that occurred to me after the news of the Hugh Freeze thing hit? I'm like, okay, there's another prime opening. Where are they going to get all these coaches? And then to go a step further, Bulldog, I thought, big picture here, when they do get all these positions filled, don't expect a turnaround in next season. So this is 7, 8 teams that are probably going to have crappy seasons next year, who Ohio State won't have to deal with next year on their path to what will probably end up being 3 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Indiana might have something to say about that. Indiana is looking good.
True.
They might win.
True.
They might win the Big Ten.
But he's right
NFL,
with the coaches, and we've said it for weeks now, almost a full month. It's crazy.
Right. It is unbelievable. My Jaguars barely win yesterday, 30-29. They win in overtime against the Raiders, who are terrible. The Chiefs.
What about Cam Little's record-breaking field goal, dog?
Oh, yeah, Cam Little, 68-yard field goal.
And then he misses an extra point.
Yeah. The rookie breaks the record, 68 yards. Yeah, that was unbelievable. That was at the end of the first half. Chiefs end up losing to the Bills, 28-21. Josh Allen, he can beat the Chiefs in the regular season. They've won 5 straight. The Bills have over the Chiefs in the regular season. The Chiefs, of course, always win in the playoffs. Did you guys watch the Bears-Bengals game?
I did. I've never seen a collapse like that. Except last week for the Bengals. It's 2 weeks in a row.
47-42. Bears win that game. I think there were 3 touchdowns scored in the last 2 minutes of that game.
Oh, God.
So it was incredible to watch. And, the poor Bungles couldn't get it done.
They're literally inventing new ways to lose.
I was watching on the red zone. I'm trying to remember the sequence of plays. I can't even remember.
It was so crazy over about 2 minutes. You're like,
right.
What am I watching here?
What happened to your meatheads? They go down to the Vikings yesterday, 27-24. I'll tell you what, that Vikings quarterback who's finally playing, J.J. McCarthy out of Michigan, he looked good, threw for a couple of touchdowns, ran for one as well. The meatheads go down, and the Packers go down to the Carolina Panthers, 16-13. Rico Dowdle continues to just run roughshod over the opponents. He had 130 yards, 2 touchdowns. Colts lose to the Steelers.
I wouldn't wear those leather helmets again if I were the Packers.
Right.
God, those uniforms looked awful.
I think they made Jordan Love's brain just not operate.
Right. Looked like something you'd leave in a toilet.
There were some great games yesterday, though, in the NFL.
You were talking about the Colts. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay. Yeah, Colts end up losing to the Steelers 27-20. The Broncos win the game on the expiring field goal. They beat the Texans. The Patriots barely hold off the Falcons. Atlanta had a chance to tie the game. They missed an extra point wide right. So the Patriots hold on to beat the Falcons. It was a great day in the NFL for watching, I'll tell you.
How about Jaden Daniels' elbow blown out last night against the Seahawks?
Was that a dislocated elbow or shoulder?
Yeah, it looks like elbow. Yeah.
I mean, that was gruesome. His arm was turned the wrong direction. It was nasty.
A few injuries yesterday. I tell you what, man, the amount of injuries this year, is this more than normal? I'd say it's more than last season. Everybody's going down.
Yeah, it was, man, that Jaden Daniels, I just watching how it reminded me of Mackenzie Milton when his leg was turned in the wrong direction. It's bad.
All right. Bulldog, well, you're going to have more than a few things to talk about with your co-host Brandon Kravitz for Game On this afternoon at 3 o'clock on FM 96.9 The Game.
Absolutely. And a happy birthday to the great Mick Thompson, the guitarist of Slipknot. I push my fingers into my eyes. Oh, oh.
Lynch and Taco.